after my last video about Willie's Remedy THC drinks, I got a lot of great comments and questions. So if you're here because you're curious, confused, or slightly skeptical, you're in the right place. Today I thought it would be fun to answer some of those questions while making a simple drink. And since we're talking about Willie Nelson, we're going Texas style with a ranch water. So one comment in particular really stood out because it basically read like a script for this video. So someone asked if these drinks are only legal in recreational weed states and how they're sold outside of dispensaries, and how someone could drink 15 to 20 milligrams of THC without getting completely wrecked. All very fair questions. Cannabis rules are pretty confusing right now and they change constantly, so you're definitely not alone if you're trying to figure it out. So now that I've made room in the Topo Chico bottle, let's make a Willie's Remedy ranch water to enjoy during our discussion. So if you've never had ranch water, it's a really simple Texas cocktail. Traditionally, it's tequila, lime juice, and Topo Chico. And most people make it right in the bottle, which is what we're doing today. So after you make sure you have room in the bottle, you'll want to add about 1.5 ounces of Willie's Remedy. I'll use the 10 milligram today. I tell everyone that measuring is really important with this because it's kind of easy to like overserve yourself because it goes down kind of easy. Normally when I do these with tequila, I'm not this precise with it, but I just like to know the amount I'm consuming. And then we'll also add about 3/4 ounce of fresh lime juice. And most people garnish it with a little lime wedge shoved down in the bottle. So if I was serving it to someone else, I just hand it to them like that. And then, you just give it a nice little swoosh and you're good to go. So anyway, the biggest point of confusion in the comments about my last Willie's Remedy video is about legality. The key thing is that this is hemp-derived THC. Under the 2018 Farm Bill, hemp became federally legal as long as the plant contains less than 0.3% THC. And because of that rule, companies can grow hemp, extract THC from it, and then use it in products like drinks, gummies, and other edibles. That's why you often see these products sold outside of cannabis dispensaries. In many states, like my state, Tennessee, you'll find them in liquor stores, smoke shops, and sometimes even the grocery store. Interestingly, they're more common in non-recreational states than they are in recreational ones, so definitely a legal loophole situation. But that's also why this category of drinks has grown so quickly over the past few years. Another question people had was how hemp THC could still give you a buzz. Even though hemp plants contain very small amounts of THC, that THC can be extracted and concentrated when companies make products like drinks and gummies, so the final product can still contain a significant dose. In this case, Willie's Remedy comes in a 5 milligram and a 10 milligram version. In my previous video, I used the 5 milligram version in the 3 drinks. 5 milligrams is considered a pretty good starter dose for most people. Personally, my sweet spot is around 10 milligrams if I just want to relax a little. But I also know people who drink 50 milligram drinks, and honestly, that says more about me being a lightweight than anything else. Like, some of you are wondering if I had all the drinks I made in that video. First, like I mentioned, I was using the low dose version. And if you look closely, I didn't finish every drink on camera. I also feel more comfortable with drinks than gummies or other edibles. That's because most THC beverages, including these, use something called Nano-Emulsified THC. That just means the THC particles are broken down so they dissolve in water. That makes the drink behave a little differently than a traditional edible like a gummy or brownie. For a lot of people, THC drinks kick in faster and more consistently. Instead of waiting an hour, like you might with an edible, the drinks often start to kick in somewhere around 15 to 30 minutes, so the experience tends to feel a bit more predictable. I also saw a few comments wondering if I'm affiliated with Willie's Remedy or if the video is sponsored. Just to clarify, this channel is literally just me. I write the scripts, film the videos, edit everything, and occasionally recruit my boyfriend to help with a second camera angle. So this is basically a one-person project that I do for fun. No affiliation with Willie's Remedy or any other company. By the way, this ranch water is really good. This is one of those drinks that works with almost anything because it's so simple. So if you have more questions about THC drinks, leave them in the comments below because clearly there's a lot of curiosity about this topic, and those comments give me lots of ideas for future videos. Thanks for watching and cheers!